Hello YouTube, welcome back to The Reel. This time we're highlighting 8 cool films from 1996 that are still worth watching today. These films have stood the test of time and continue to captivate audiences with their unique stories, talented casts, and innovative direction. So without further ado, let's dive in. Number 8, The Frighteners. The Frighteners is a horror comedy directed by Peter Jackson and starring Michael J. Fox. The film follows Frank Bannister, a former architect turned psychic investigator who can actually communicate with ghosts. The film was a critical and commercial failure when it was first released, but has since gained a cult following. It was originally envisioned as a PG-13 romp in the vein of Ghostbusters, but the MPAA deemed the film too intense and slapped it with an R rating. Despite Peter Jackson's best efforts and edits, he couldn't convince the ratings board, so he leaned into the gore and embraced the classification. The Frighteners remains a fun and spooky film that blends humor and horror in an innovative way. Number 7, From Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn is a horror film directed by Robert Rodriguez and written by Quentin Tarantino. The film follows 2 criminal brothers who kidnap a family and take them to a bar that turns out to be infested with vampires. George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino did their own stunts in the film. Despite rumors that the production was troubled, with several actors dropping out of the project and occasional disagreements between Tarantino and Rodriguez, From Dusk Till Dawn is a thrilling and intense film that combines action, horror, and humor in a way that only Tarantino and Rodriguez can deliver. Number 6, The Craft. The Craft is a supernatural horror film directed by Andrew Fleming and starring Robin Tunney, Fairuza Balk, Neve Campbell, and Rachel True. The film follows a group of high school girls who form a coven and use their newfound powers to get revenge on those who have wronged them. The film has gained a cult following in the years since its release and is considered a classic of the teen horror genre. Unlike The Frighteners, The Craft was originally intended to be a much darker horror film, but after several rewrites, it was repositioned as a more teen-friendly drama, with the final film featuring many of the tropes of the teen witch subgenre, including the use of a magical circle and a ritual involving the 4 elements. The Craft is a unique and empowering film that explores the complexities of female relationships and the dangers of unchecked power. Number 5, Crash. Crash is a drama film directed by Canadian David Cronenberg and based on the novel of the same name by J.G. Ballard. The film explores the lives of a group of people who are sexually aroused by car crashes. The film was highly controversial when it was first released and was banned in several countries. Crash is a provocative film that challenges societal norms and explores the dark side of human desire. Number 4, The Rock. The Rock is an action thriller film directed by Michael Bay and starring Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, and Ed Harris. The film follows a group of rogue U.S. Marines who take hostages on Alcatraz Island and threaten to launch chemical weapons if their demands are not met. The film's script was originally titled The Palace Thief and was written as a more character-driven drama about a military academy instructor who steals a historical document. When Michael Bay was brought on as director, he reworked the script to turn it into more of an action film. The movie features a score by Hans Zimmer, which he composed in just 12 days. The Rock is a high-octane film that combines action, suspense, and humor, and is arguably Bay's very best. Number 3, Independence Day. Independence Day is a sci-fi disaster film directed by Roland Emmerich and starring Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Pullman. The film follows a group of people who band together to fight against an alien invasion of Earth. The film was a box office sensation when it was released and is considered a classic of the disaster film genre. The famous shot of the White House being destroyed by an alien laser beam was actually a miniature model at a scale of 1 to 12. The filmmakers used a combination of pyrotechnics and puppeteering to create the illusion of the building exploding. Independence Day is a thrilling and surprisingly uplifting film that celebrates humanity's resilience in the face of adversity. Number 2, Trainspotting. Trainspotting is a black comedy drama film directed by Danny Boyle and based on the novel of the same name by Irvine Welsh. The film follows a group of young heroin addicts living in Edinburgh. The film stars Ewan McGregor, Ewan Bremer, and Johnny Lee Miller. The film features a memorable soundtrack that includes songs from Iggy Pop, Lou Reed, and Underworld. Interestingly, the film's iconic Choose Life monologue, in which protagonist Mark Renton outlines his rejection of consumer culture, was written by screenwriter John Hodge as an ironic commentary on the film's own marketing campaign, which heavily featured the song Lust for Life by Iggy Pop. Trainspotting is a powerful and gritty film that explores the highs and lows of addiction with a unique visual style and strong performances from its cast. Number 1. Fargo. Fargo is a black comedy crime film written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. The film follows a pregnant police chief in Minnesota who is investigating a series of homicides that are connected to a struggling car salesman. The film stars Frances McDormand, William H. Macy, and Steve Buscemi. The movie claims to be a true story, but the Coen brothers later revealed that the misleading title card was their way of acknowledging their debt to crime fiction authors of the past like Raymond Chandler and Dashiell Hammett. Fargo is a masterful and darkly humorous film that showcases the Coen brothers' unique style and features award-worthy performances from its talented cast. It's also our coolest film from 1996. And that's a wrap. Did we miss the film that you think is 1996's coolest? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe to The Real for more great content. We'll see you next time.